everyone, welcome to Hauler Time. My name is Amy and I am back with another Temu haul, so stay tuned. Alright, so I am super excited today because I went to the post office during my lunch break and I got my first piece of Happy Mail. I'm so excited. So I want to do a big shout out to Miss Roslyn. She sent me a Christmas card, and I will say, Roslyn, when I got it, it was already open. So, but I think everything's fine. But I just thought I'd show everybody. She sent me a really pretty card, and she put a little note in here, which is super nice. So I really, you have the distinction of being the first person that has sent me any Happy Mail like this. So thank you so much. And Miss Roslyn is always so good about commenting on videos and watching my review videos and everything, so I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. So now, before I get into the Temu stuff, I just want to do an update on my nails. So I mentioned, or the last update I gave you guys on my nails was that I felt like I was having trouble with the gel polish, but I didn't know if it was the polish or if it was the machine, and several of you suggested that maybe I need to rub them with rubbing alcohol when I was done, because I mentioned that they were a little bit sticky, not super sticky, but a little bit sticky to the touch. And so today when I redid my nails, I did try that, although I have to say they were still sticky after I tried the rubbing alcohol. So I don't know if that has helped me or not, but I was very conscious this time, and actually last time too. I just didn't do an update after I did it last time, but when I'm painting, I'm not very good at painting my nails, which is why I'm usually clear, because then you can't see all the mistakes. But I was always really good about getting too much polish, you know, here along the cuticles. And so I thought maybe that was having a hard time curing because it was thicker than normal and just would take longer to dry. So, or not dry, but cure. So the last couple times I've been very careful to really not get extra on my brush that I don't need to have. And I will say that the last time my polish lasted for over a week, which is like phenomenal for me. Usually, because I would have that extra polish, I'd start messing with it and just peel it off after a couple days. So I did that again today. So I think that the machine's fine, the polish is fine. I think it was just user issues. So I wanted to give that update because I really am a fan of the Temu polish. And I got to thinking that maybe I'm thinking I might want to do like a top 10 best products of 2023 for Temu for like New Year's Eve, maybe like a countdown. I don't know. I want to do something where I highlight the things that I liked the best out of the whole year. And it just seems like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day might be a good time for that. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see if I do something like that, but these will make the list. All right, so I'm wearing that green shirt that I hauled in the last episode, and I decided to keep it because it's super comfortable, and while it is a little bit big, I don't care in this case. It's comfortable. I like the color. I like the sleeves. So I'm keeping it. And it's longer, so I could use one of those clippy things with it, but I didn't today. And I probably have too much going on up here because I have my old lady chains on, which is kind of conflicting with all this other stuff, but we'll get over it. All right, so let's get started. I have no idea how long. I've got one bag here, and if we get anywhere close to an hour before the I'm assuming that there's clothes in here that I'll need to try on, then we'll be okay. But if it looks like it's running short, I do have some more Temu stuff that came in, but it's upstairs. I haven't priced it yet, but I can bring that down to supplement. Actually, no. I have another bag down here of non-Temu stuff that I'll show. All right, well, let's just get started. So this one's got some bigger, kind of oversized things in them. And again, this was a bag that got skipped over a few times. So this first thing is kind of out of date, or out of season now. But I got this really pretty wreath for the fall. So it'll have to just go straight to storage probably. But they make several of these in different color combinations. I've seen a different one of these hauled that's more spring-like, so I'm kind of hoping that comes back. But it's plastic, but it's really pretty, and I think I could fluff it up a little bit since it's been kind of crammed in a bag now for a while. But it's really pretty fall colors, and the back of it looks like this. So I got that in a previous haul. I got a wreath holder to go over the door, the front door, which is where I'll put this. But this is pretty enough that you could put it inside on a wall if you wanted to for that time of year. But yeah, it's really pretty, and I paid $8.99 and it's down to $6.98 now, probably because it's kind of out of season. But yeah, so it could use a little work to get it all kind of fluffed out the same way. But yeah, I really like the colors, but I didn't get to enjoy it this year, so I guess I should put it back in the plastic. All right, I'm gonna pause for just a second. Sorry, I needed to blow my nose and nobody wants to see that. So, all right, next is a shirt. This is one of those button-up dress kind of shirts that we've seen before that I'm still not sure how I feel about. I paid $11.04. It's still $11.04. But I really liked this one because I love playing card games. And I love the colors. So I've gotten this shirt before just with like black cats on it. And I feel like maybe I've gotten one other style of this, but now I can't remember. But what size did I get? Oh, this is an older bag, so this is a 2X, which actually might be okay for this kind of shirt, especially if I want to wear it kind of open with leggings or something like that. So we will give this a try on at the end. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of button-up shirts. Maybe I really wasn't a fan of them when I was heavier, because there would always be one or two buttons that, you know, separated or whatever and kind of showed too much. And well, obviously then it was the wrong size. But then if I went up a size, then it was like too big up here. So yeah, I like comfy shirts, but I really like the design on that, so I thought I'd give it a try. Okay, so this shirt claims to be discontinued, but when I do my editing, I'll see if I can find another seller that had it. But it was $9.48. Oh, this one feels the same kind of material as that. Okay, I was not expecting that. I was expecting this one. It's very shiny and... Okay, well, it does have the token piece of paper, but it's very slick shiny. I really thought it would be more like cottony. So it's a pretty olive army green shirt with this black kind of deco floral pattern on it. It's got cuffed sleeves kind of, and then it buttons in the back. But I'm worried because this is also a 2X. I'm worried that this is going to be too big. But they didn't do too bad a job on the back. Well, okay. I understand why some of them do the seams in the middle instead of on the sides. And I'm glad that I would not be able to see this part because it's on the back, but that does kind of bug me. I'm not going to lie. My OCD or whatever you want to call it is going to have a problem with that. But I would get over it, or if I was wearing a sweater over it, nobody would see. But again, this feels like it's going to be too big at the moment. And it's not really the kind of shirt that I would, I mean, if it was more cotton feeling, I might not care if it was oversized like that, but we'll see. Seem to always do the clothes things together lately. Okay, this is a pair of pajamas. I paid $13.94. They're now $11.88. Very soft. I'm not gonna lie, these are kind of soft like David Archie pajama soft. So it's got this cute, I love it for one because it's black and light pink. I love that color combination. And so it's got the cute cat face, short sleeve, super soft. And again, this is a 2X, but it's pajamas, so I think this will be perfect. So we've got the shirt, and then comes with, oh, these pants though. These pants are not the same material composition as the shirt. So these are definitely more slick, which maybe is a good thing. So I think it was Are We There Yet that kind of talked about that and how people don't like the slick things, but she does, because like when she's sleeping, it's easier to roll over and stuff. So I need to keep that in mind, and maybe that's a good thing for the pants, because I confess I do not like getting twisted up in my pajamas while I'm sleeping, because they don't move with me while I turn over. But it's a nice big straight leg. So yeah, so I'll try both of these on together at the end, but I don't see these being a problem, especially since they're pajamas. And then I think this is the last clothing item. I think this is a tank top, and it's a 2X, but I still wear my other 2X tank tops because they're kind of loose fitting. They're not too big up here, and they're loose enough so that they don't cling to my stomach. So this may be good, but I paid $10.48. Oh, and for the try on, because I will not display my arms for this, I can wear this under that white shirt because it's red. That's probably actually why I ordered it, to be honest. So it's just a basic tank with a V-neck that hopefully won't come down too low. I mean, that will make a difference whether I can keep it. But it feels like a t-shirt, but it's thinner than your standard t-shirt, and it's a little bit, it's not quite as soft as some of the t-shirts we can get today. It's got a super big armhole, but that won't matter for me because there will always be a sweater or something over it. So again, it's really gonna come down to whether this V goes too low, but it looks like it'll probably be okay. But we'll see when I try it on later. But yeah, I was trying to think what kind of shirt was I going to wear under that white one. Not for, I could just button it for you guys, but in general. So, at one point in time, I was thinking. All right, this next item is super big. So this has made the rounds on YouTube also. I know that I have seen Are We There Yet? And Hey Everybody hauled these. This is a cat carrier, and I got two because I have two cats. And it's taped up like they tape their regular Temu bags. So actually, let me pause and get it untaped. Okay, this would have been one of those great spots to put one of those SpongeBob SquarePants 15 minutes later signs. Now, it didn't take me that long to get it out of the bag, but it was taped everywhere. All right, so my guess is this is supposed to be the bottom, so it needs to get flattened. And I don't know how easy this is going to be to put together, but there's a zipper that looks like it goes all the way around. So while I'm doing that, these do come in multiple sizes. I want to say small, medium, and large. I got the largest size, whatever that was, whether it was large or extra large, I don't know. But because I have two cats and they're fully grown now, so I wanted to make sure to get the largest size. Okay, so it's zipped all around here, and now we're going to be going down and then up around. But there is another zipper on this other side, so they could meet somewhere in the middle probably. So I guess there's no sleeve to put this in, so perhaps it just sits flat on the bottom, but we'll put that in at the end after I get this zipped up. But when I saw those ladies haul this, I thought, well, this would be perfect for my cats, because I've got one of those plastic carriers like you get at Walmart, but it was fine using that when they were kittens, because you could, easily put them in there and get the door closed. But we all know, all of us that have cats know, it's kind of difficult to get cats into a enclosed space when they're not the ones initiating it. Like, they'll go in closed spaces all the time, but not if you want them to. So, but anyway, I liked the idea of this one because there's a whole lot more open space for them to be able to see out while they're in here. I don't know where the best place is for these to meet, but okay, so we've got this. So I guess now I could open this up. That's how they would go inside. But you would want to put this mat in here, I guess, to give it stability. But I'm sitting here wondering where the extra handle is, because it's got D-rings on the top, but I don't have the only handles I've got are these, which it does have one of these on it, so you can, put them both in there to carry it. And it's well made, but it's got a lot of open space. But yeah, see how that curls up. So I need to set it under some books or something for a little bit. but I do not. Oh, and it's got a, well, let's see, maybe it's in here. Nope. So I guess there was nothing else in the bag. So unless both of them are in this one, there is one in here, so hang on. Let me do some, oh, I just had this sitting out loose again. My kawaii one of these that retracts is upstairs at the moment. I think you can buy these just one. I got a set of two, but I think you can buy just one. So it's odd to me that they would put both straps in one and not one in each. Okay, where's the opening? And I need to tell you what this cost, but I think it's on the other one. Maybe. So yeah, both of these had their own label. So then they just took their Temu tape and taped two of them together. So that's why I'm not sure if I'm going to find out I'm missing a strap. But I paid $13.08 for this pack of two, and they're now $16.79. Okay, so one strap did fall out. Again, we've got our folded problem. So yeah, one strap fell out. So I did not get a strap with the other one. So I guess I will be contacting customer service because I don't know that I care that it's missing the strap because it's got the two handles that can go together, but so I'm really hoping they don't make me return it just so I can get a fixed one with a strap. So that is why I will be contacting customer service instead of just doing a return. Okay. It's like really disappointing when you don't get all the stuff that you're supposed to get. Okay. All right, these also have gotten pretty curved, which is probably going to make them hard to go on the wall, but I paid $1.79 for each of these, and they're now $1.98. I got 3. I'm not sure why, I just kind of picked that number at random. Ooh. All right, so they come with sticky strips to go behind each one of these. But the idea is, and they are flexible, so perhaps that's so that you can cut them and separate them if you wanted to. You could always do, I don't know, do something weird. But the idea is these hold makeup bottles. So if you've got like a bottle of foundation. I don't think I have anything down here that I can really demonstrate this with. But the idea is, you know, your skincare, whatever comes in bottles that you could put on here, and then you would stick this on the wall. But yeah, some of these are kind of warped. So I'm not sure how well these are going to work out. But you could also put these in the shower if you have the kind of a shower wall that would handle something like that. I do not. I have porous tile in mine, which is a real bane of my existence. First world problems. So anyway, that's what I got these for. Right now I just have all of my makeup kind of in a makeup bag, which is fine, but I thought maybe it would be easier if the things I use regularly were in one of these and I could get to it easily. So I'm going to put these on the wall in my bathroom. Okay, that was everything for the big bag. So let's got little bag stuff. I have another one of these. We've seen this on here a ton of times. I paid 79 cents. It's actually discontinued from the seller that I bought it from, but we all know these are everywhere. So I'll link to somebody else's. I ordered a purple one. They come in pink, yellow, blue, green, and purple. I ordered a purple one because I gave my other purple one to my husband. But it's just a really good, cheap bag to put toiletries, makeup, anything in these. So I like to have these around. And I had kind of filled up all my other ones. Some people use these for jewelry, but they're great for travel. You can also find some of them that have a mesh spot here if you would prefer that to give it kind of some air in there. I don't pick those myself, but so there's that. Nothing too exciting, but I love these. Oh, and then I've got some more faux leather sheets. I paid $3.14. This is a set of 4, and they're now $3.48, and I picked black. I honestly don't remember what the other color options were for this one. I don't know. I'm not even going to guess. But I picked black, but you can see there are kind of variations on that where black is the base color. Well, that one's totally black, but then you've got kind of a copper, kind of a bronze. And then this one really, okay, it is black, but it looks more brown. I mean, the accenting color is brown. So again, these are a little bit short. This part is a little bit short, but my idea is, and this is what they look like on the back, so kind of a flocked backing. Although this is more like a brushed fleece looking kind of material. But my idea was that I would fold it and make a book cover out of it. And I still can. I just wish it was a little bit taller, because if you take a piece of, well, actually, let me use this one. You take a regular size piece of American paper, which is usually, I don't usually work with paper that's taller than this. You can see it's not quite enough. So then you'd have to cut it, which works fine with printables if you're working with printables, or you just tear the paper and make it shorter. I don't know, that takes more work, so I like being able to work with the size. And obviously the measurements for this were online, but I really I've hauled this on here before, but I bought all those at the same time, so I just wasn't sure, you know, what I was going to get. But I do really like these because they are kind of antique-y and vintagey, and would make really nice book covers. So I will find some way to use these in the new year. Pretty soon I'm not even going to be able to say that right, because it's going to be the new year like tomorrow. All these days are just going by so super quick. All right, next I got a set of waxed thread. Waxed thread is what they usually recommend when you're doing book bindings. I paid $8.99 for this set. It's now $9.98, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It really kind of looks like they had the thread and then they just poured wax on top of it. Like, let me take one out. Like, it doesn't, I don't know what I was expecting, but this really feels like, or looks like at least, like, can you see all that white stuff? That's the wax. So I guess I just thought it would be worked in better. But let's take this off. So they're each on a cardboard, a sturdy cardboard tube, and they're each wrapped in plastic. So yeah, so they're, I don't know what to compare it to. I just really didn't think I'd be able to see the wax like that. And maybe it will not make any difference whatsoever to its use. Like I said, I just wasn't expecting that. But this set, if you're looking for waxed threads, this is a really good price, I think, unless the wax is a problem. And they're really good colors. So, but they also did have these in rainbow light colors too. So another product to utilize in the new year. And then I got another pop-up birthday card, and I paid $1.29 and it's now 89 cents. Are there two cards in here? Okay, so I've got this. I'll open it in a minute. Oh, there's two cards in this set. So that's even better, right? If I only paid $1.29 for that. 65 cents a card. So this one's a congratulations card. Aw, that's really pretty. Pretty colors. And then the birthday card. Make a wish, it's your birthday. So neither one of these, well, this one may be a little bit, you could write a note on there. This one doesn't really have a spot to write a note on. It's got the back, I guess, on both of these. And some of these cards come with little cards that you can write on, but it doesn't look like these did. You'd have to pay more for that, right? But that's, we'll say this is a thumbnail picture, right? Because it matches my shirt. So, hey, everybody was saying that she gets better views for when she has, you know, better pictures, and I don't ever have good pictures, whether I'm making a collage on my board or trying to snap pictures afterwards. I don't ever have good pictures. So maybe I'll just start doing weird random things during mine. that I can take clips of later. But yes, and then these, oh, I almost said that these never have lick 'em to stick 'em, but this one does. You can kind of see, but this envelope is super thin, like copier paper thin. But they both came in excellent shape, so would definitely not be concerned about giving somebody that in person. I like to joke on here, if it comes all mangled, make those the ones that you send to people in the mail so that you can just blame. Well, that's terrible. If there's any of you that work for the post office, I apologize. But that way you can say the mail squished it. And that's sort of true, right? Only it's the Temu people, packaging people, that kind of smushed it. So let me get these back in. So my daughter came to me yesterday, my 6th grader. She's like, I need you to help me with Christmas cards. And I'm like, And she's like, I need to get Christmas cards for my friends because this is their last week of school before Christmas break. And I said, do you have to make them or can you just give them ones that are already made? And she's like, I can just give them ones that are already made. And I'm like, haha, I have all of these Christmas cards I bought from Temu, pop-up cards. So I gave her 2 sets of 6 because she needed 12. And I'm like, there we go, done, out the door. So they've gotten used. And then these, well, I like that now I have a congratulations card in case somebody I know experiences something awesome. But I'm also glad that I have all of these birthday ones. And I made cards, so I have a stash of pre-made homemade cards, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like for me, when I get done with a craft, it's very hard for me to pick it back up again. So it's kind of like I done conquered that. Now I need to move on to something new. What else is in the bag? Okay, so now I have a hole punch, a mushroom punch. So, looking to see if I just made a dent in my gel nail polish, but it looks okay. I have the big mushroom hole puncher from when I was super into doing happy planners. But Teemu has these individual ones, which I thought would be nice to have. I can put them wherever because, as you know, if you do anything with disc binding, as long as they're all in the same place, they can be anywhere on the spine. So I got this, but I also was thinking, because I've been watching Seven Plaza, I've been watching some of her craft videos, and she had a whole series of videos where she took, hold on, where she took Rolodex cards and turned them into journaling cards. So she would get one of these, and I mean mine's covered in plastic, but she would take one of these and collage on it, right? But then she ended up covering the holes. She's like, it's a real pain in the butt to cut this out. And I'm like, well, I could just use this to cut a new, to recut that, because that's basically all these R's could go on a disc, right? So that's what I thought this would be good for too. So that's just an idea out there, and if you're into junk journaling, check out Seven Plaza because she's got some great videos. And she is not hurting for subscribers, so I'm not like trying to get her more subscribers. She's got over 30,000 subscribers, so that's how you know she's good. So, all right. Did I say what this cost? I don't think I did. I paid $2.98. It's still $2.98. And they do have I think maybe not from the seller, but they do have the full size mushroom punchers if you are into happy planning and you want to make your own. And then I think they might have one that's got 5 or 6 on it. So nice little thing to have. All right, next, looky there. Does that look familiar? I told you guys on an earlier haul that I had ordered a second one of these because I have 2 pairs of these and now they can each have one. Because I really like, I mean, I am not normally wearing earrings and this. A lot of times if I'm being lazy, I always have my moissanite ones up in this top hole, but sometimes I'm not wearing these and I'll just let this kind of hang down and be my jewelry for my ears. But anyway, so I got another one of those. I paid $2.39. It's now $2.78. They have a ton of different ones of these. So if you don't mind having old lady, my apologies to all of us old ladies out there. But I think these are super cute. Now, there are some that aren't as cute. Case in point, these are not as cute. But I don't know. I like being able to just hang it there instead of having to put it up on my head. Because if I'm wearing a headband or something, that just doesn't work. So yeah, just got another one of those. All right, we only have a few more things in the bag, and I will have time to do my show and tell of the non-Temu items. Oh, there's more jewelry findings. I sure hope this is it. I think it should be, because this was the last of the old bags. So these are wire guard protectors, and I'm not going to open this because you can see once I open it, I can't close this back up. But I paid $2.24. They're now $2.31, but it'll be better for you to just wait and look at the picture at the end. But I got the mixed metals, and what they are is they're like a horseshoe shape. And so they're a horseshoe shape, but then they've also got, like at the bottom of the like if the horseshoe goes like this, at the bottom it's got kind of a tube. So you would slide your wire up and over so it's bound, so to speak. So you'll see a picture, a better one, and I don't know how many are in here. My guess is 100. But again, shout out to Teemu for having really cheap and good jewelry findings if you're in the jewelry making hobby, business, whatever. All right, and then I have another singular bead. Oh, and I need to open up my advent calendar for the last 2 days for my Christmas bracelet. But this is for my just regular charm bracelet. Although I will say, I've been super impressed with the size of the beads and charms in this advent calendar one, that I went back and bought several other of the jewelry advent calendars and several other of the bracelets that were just already pre-made for like $4 or $5, because it looked like they had bigger charms and beads. And we've all kind of complained about how small some of these single ones are that you can buy. This one's not bad, but some of them are pretty dinky. So this one is really pretty. It's this really pretty blue, like a sea blue, and then it's just got fish, and the bottom here is shells. But it's just really pretty. My one that I'm building myself is mostly silver, rose gold, and teal. So I'm almost done getting enough beads for that one to be done. However, more howevers, I really like the style of bracelet that this other this advent calendar came with. Once I figured out how it worked, right, how it unscrews, because then the charms are all in the middle and they're bound, so anytime you take it on and off, you don't have to worry about your beads going everywhere. And the bracelet that I have for my one that I've been building, it's just got a heart that you open up and then you kind of stick the one end into. So I am constantly, whenever I take that off, the beads are going everywhere. So I've ordered, Temu does sell this one just by itself in the different metals. So I've bought several of these coming, and I'm just going to use these for all of them now. So, all right, though, that was a little tangent, right? Oh, that, I paid $247 for this bead. My seller discontinued it, but I'm sure it's other places, but I probably won't find another link for you because it's hard to find links for specific charms because most of them have like 20 in their picture. All right, so the last thing in this haul, this is really for the artificial nail world. Or it's gonna be toast here in a second. Luckily that didn't open up. So these are little, they're created to go on nails as decorations, but I bought them to add to some of my steampunk paper to add, because they're all gears, and I thought that would add a little bit extra flair to the steampunk paper. I was trying to see, I thought for a second I saw an owl, but no, I think it's just all gears. So I assumed they would be small like this since they go on nails. So I'm gonna have to get some of my, I have some of those sticky, well, a diamond painting pen would work for this too, to pick these up to put them on something. So for this, where's the wrapper for this? I think that was this one. I paid $159 and they're now $193. Okay, so that was the end of the Temu haul. I am going to still do the try on, but I'm going to show you a few things that I've bought over the last few weeks from other places, and I'll tell you where. I doubt that I'll link to these. I'll just, you can go to these places' websites or whatever and find them. So the first thing I got was this Distress Oxide Tim Holtz spray. And the colors that I got were Vintage Photo, Walnut Stain, and Hickory Smoke, which goes with, I use the Vintage Photo ink all the time when I'm inking the edges of stuff for my crafting. So I thought this might be neat to try if I could, you know, like take some paper. Well, let's see about doing a show and tell here. I've never used this before. How hard can it be? It's in a spray bottle. We'll take out the Vintage Photo. And, oh, it's also, of course, individually wrapped. Vacuum sealed plastic. Let's see if I can cut my finger off. So I'm not the right person to be showing you how to use this since I've never used it before, but maybe you've never used it before either and you want to see how easy or hard it is. It's super hard to get it out of the plastic. Come on. Okay, that might have done it. Put the lid back on. Oh, I'm making a mess. What the stink? Why? This is not medicine. Holy cow. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Are there directions? May irritate your eyes, so don't spray this in your eyes. Shake well side to side. Spray directly on porous surfaces. You can also mist water first and then mist this, and you'll get a cool effect. We probably won't get anything cool sitting here just trying to do this. So I don't want to get this on anything but the paper. So I had this kind of close to the paper when I did that, but so you can kind of, and this kind of paper is pretty porous, so you can see it's starting to, you know, really run together there. If I hold it farther back, well, I don't want to get it. So there, that's kind of a nice look, right? So cool. Now it looks like it takes a little while to dry. I think I got some on my pants. So anywho, at least it's brown. My pants are black, so that's not too terrible. Some people take a cardboard box and then put the paper in the cardboard box and then spray in that so that it's kind of protected. So yeah, so I got those, and those came from Michael's. And then I've also got, I finally found some Fabri-Tac. So everybody online swears by this stuff, especially if you're trying to adhere fabric to paper or fabric to fabric. This stuff is apparently excellent, and you can even use it when you're not working with paper. It's just an overall really good adhesive, but I specifically got it for any time I'm working with fabric or lace or that kind of thing. But I tried finding this on Amazon and I could not, but then when I was in Walmart, found it there. So Walmart, and this came, I think, in a smaller size too, but I figured I'd just go for it. So it's got, if you wanted a bigger tip, you could of course cut this, but I think this is a little bit thicker of a glue than, say, the Art Glitter glue, so you probably wouldn't want to make it any smaller. Like if you had extra tips that you could put on, I don't know that you'd want to do that. And this, I think, was like $11.50 for this size. These, there was a sale, so I'm not really sure, because it was kind of like buy one get one for 50% off. So I want to say I got these 3 for $6 something, but I don't remember. All right, then I got, these were also from Michael's. I picked these up because we saw, for those of you that have been around for a little while may have seen where I hauled some disc binder rings on Temu and they were tiny. So I got these. This is the traditional size. I really wanted the bigger size, but the Michael's I was in didn't have any like that. So I got this color because this is a pretty good vintage kind of color. And this would work for the classic size Happy Planner. And I don't remember what these cost, but I want to say probably $6 or $7 on that too. Then I also picked these up at Michael's. I have some of these already, and I know the idea with these is that you don't need very many holders. You don't need very many of the tools. You can, because you can buy these sponges by themselves, but I really want to have more of these so that I can put a label on them for what color they are for. So I just picked up a couple more of those. And again, I think those were in the $6 to $7 range. Right, this was from Dollar Tree. It's just a roll of washi tape. I kind of went to Dollar Tree one day and I'm like, what can I find here that I could use to make a junk journal? So I was just kind of buying all kinds of random stuff, but the other stuff I bought is still upstairs. But this one somehow made it down. So yeah, just a roll of washi tape. I'm not sure if Dollar Tree washi tape is quite as good a quality as regular washi tape, but... And I don't even know if $1.25 is a good price for a single roll. But anywho, that's what I got. And then this last thing, I was trying to remember if I'd showed this on this channel before, and I couldn't remember that I had, but I just got a day-to-day calendar for 2024, but I picked, so I would normally, my favorite day-to-day calendar, and I haven't gotten one of these for a while, but I used to have these all the time when I worked in an office, but Dilbert is my favorite because he's kind of in the IT world and works with, you know, annoying people. And so I always liked these. And also did stuff with, you know, a lot of his have something to do with project management, and I have to unfortunately do stuff with project management. But anyway, I picked this one, not because I thought it would be interesting, although it, I'm sure will be, to see what, it's like a, you know, important things that happened on this day or specific, but they kind of look like this. And I just thought once I was done with the day, this might be a good scrap for journaling or scrapbooking. The paper is, you know, kind of glossy, but the fact that it doesn't have pictures and stuff, I just thought that would be nice so I could kind of do what I wanted to it. But let's just pick a day at random. May 24th, 1775, John Hancock becomes president of Congress. April 2nd, 1902, the Electric Theater in Los Angeles opens. So it sounds like we got quite a variety of, ooh, February 19th, 1878, Thomas Edison patents the phonograph. All right, so we'll see if I actually use this. It's usually, just like with advent calendars, it ends up being, I get this and then I got to do several days at once because I forget to change it out. All right, so that was it for those weird, and that I ordered from Amazon. All right, so let's do, I have 2 advent calendar days, and then we will be ready for the try-on. All right, so the 13th has a pretty green bead, just a basic green plastic bead. So that's nice. I like spacer beads like that that have color. A lot of my spacer beads tend to just be metallic. Oh, and then on the 14th, same thing, just in red. All right, so there's only 10 more days of stuff on here. Wow. I had my Christmas party at work yesterday, and one of my coworkers asked if my kids were all excited and stuff for Christmas, and I'm like, not yet. They don't seem to care that the tree is not up, and we've been asking for their wish lists for Christmas, and they haven't really given us stuff, so I don't know. This year's just been kind of weird. The weather's been pretty mild. Like this whole week it's been in the 50s, and it just doesn't feel like Christmas. I don't know what it is. It's just weird this year. So, okay. So now I've got a few things to try on. So I'll go ahead and pause and do some wardrobe changes, and I will be right back. Okay guys, I am loving this. So I've got the red tank top on. It could probably shrink a size, to be honest, but I don't know. If I do that, I'll probably just order a second one, a smaller size. But I love how it goes with this white shirt. Now, it's definitely big enough that I could button it, but I like this way better. And it doesn't feel too big up here. The placement of the seam is good. Now it is a little baggy, but I think I'm okay with that. It comes down pretty much to the bottom of my butt, so I think well, I would probably wear these with just regular black pants, like dress pants or whatever. But yeah, I like it. And I think that the the tank top is the key. So yeah. So both of these I think are a plus. I'm going to keep this. And even the sleeves are decent when my arms are folded, and they could be folded up once if they needed to be, but I don't think they need to be. So yeah, so I really like this. So keeping these. All right, so as I feared, this one is too big, but I kind of like this neck, but it's just too big, and it's very, like, there's no tapering or anything. It's just literally straight, goes straight down. So I'm gonna be sending this one back. I might have liked it better if it were a 1X, but I don't think I'm gonna take that chance in this case, because it's got a few things that are working against it, like how the seam matches up in the back, and I don't imagine I would get another one that lined up better. And I just don't like the boxy cut of it. But I like the color, I like the print. Yeah, and the neck doesn't, it kind of lines up here, but that one's not too bad. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I would probably could ignore that, but, and it just kind of feels weird for this kind of, I don't know, but I do like the color. So, but yeah, it's just kind of not, I mean, I don't know, I could probably use pins or something, but I don't want to mess with that. So I'm going to send this one back. All right, and last but not least is the pajamas. So soft. I love this, and it's a great size for pajamas. I do have the super slick shiny pants on. They did not have a tag in the back, so I've got the tag on the left, which is hopefully right, and they are super long, so when I stand up they do pull a little bit at the bottom, but they'll be fine for what they are, right? If I wanted leggings to wear to bed, then I would just wear leggings to bed. So these will work great, and I love the color. So I wonder, should I just make all of my thumbnails be me holding my leg up? That's probably not gonna get me more views, is it? So we'll probably have that weird one that I did with the cards, because I didn't do anything else, and I'm tired of creating collages over on my board on the floor. So anyway, who knows what you'll see. But hopefully you'll watch it. And thank you for watching this one if you're still here. And if you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. I love when I get comments, and I'm still building on my subscriber list. So if you haven't subscribed yet, take the plunge and subscribe, and we'll have some fun. I'm trying to plan out some cool things to do for when I hit 2,000, which may be months and months from now, but that's okay. It just gives me more time to plan, right? But otherwise, I just really appreciate all of you that support my channel in all the different ways that you do. And again, thanks again to Miss Roslyn for sending me some happy mail. I really, really appreciate that. And it's such a pretty card, and I will probably harvest that after the holidays and use it in some journaling. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But otherwise, for the rest of us, wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.